Welcome back to Trendscope. In a significant development, two former members of the far-right Proud Boys extremist group have received sentences for their involvement in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. These sentences are notable, with one of them being tied for the longest in the January 6th cases. U.S. District Judge Timothy Kelly presided over the sentencing, where Ethan Nordean was sentenced to 18 years in prison, while Dominic Pezzola received a 10-year prison term. Notably, Nordean's sentence equals the longest sentence handed down for any defendant charged in connection with the Capitol attack, matching the 18-year sentence received by Oath Keepers leader Stewart Rhodes in May. During the sentencing, Judge Kelly accepted the government's recommendation to apply an enhancement that labeled their actions as acts of terrorism, emphasizing their efforts to influence government actions through threats and the use of force. Prosecutors contended that both Nordean and Pezzola played pivotal roles in leading rioters to the Capitol on January 6. Nordean tore down fences, allowing the initial wave of rioters to advance, while Pezzola used a stolen police riot shield to break a Capitol window, enabling further access for rioters. Ethan Nordean, convicted on charges of seditious conspiracy and other felonies, was described as a full and active participant in the conspiracy, acting as a focal point for other rioters during the events of January 6. He actively recruited individuals willing to engage in physical violence if necessary, further contributing to his sentence of 18 years and 3 years of probation, although prosecutors initially requested a 27-year sentence. In court, Nordean expressed remorse for his actions on January 6, acknowledging the tragedy of the events that transpired. Similarly, Dominic Pezzola expressed regret for his actions on that fateful day. However, after receiving his sentence, he shouted, "Trump won," while leaving the courtroom. In addition to his 10-year prison term, Judge Kelly imposed a 3-year supervised release and a $700 fine. Although Pezzola was not a leader of the Proud Boys, the judge acknowledged his significant influence on the events of January 6. Pezzola was the only one among 5 Proud Boys acquitted of seditious conspiracy, yet he was convicted for various other actions on that day, including obstructing an official proceeding and assaulting a federal officer. Prosecutors argued for a 20-year prison sentence for Pezzola, emphasizing his role in leading the charge on the Capitol. They pointed out that he used a stolen police riot shield to enter the building, filmed himself celebrating inside, and engaged in violent acts, including grabbing an officer's shield and contributing to the officer's distress. Pezzola's defense maintained that he had gotten caught up in the chaos on January 6 and argued for a 5-year sentence, highlighting that he was in the Capitol for a relatively short period and expressing remorse for his actions. These sentences follow the recent sentencing of 2 other prominent Proud Boys leaders, Joseph Biggs and Zachary Rell, who received sentences of 17 years and 15 years in prison, respectively. The sentencing of former Proud Boys chairman Enrique Tarrio is scheduled for next Tuesday, marking another important moment in the aftermath of the January 6 attack.